This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. Welcome in. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the sports betting network. Mitch Moss, Paulie Howard, live downtown Vegas, Circa Resort and Casino is your spot. Happy July 4th weekend. We are here for the next 3 hours talking about today's matches, games, action over the weekend as well. Phenomenal guests as always. Been a great week here on the program. Nigel Seeley, 45 minutes, his take on England-Mexico. By the way, we have a developing situation the way it appears with that match on Sunday. Chad Endress, interesting theory on the Nuggets potentially being players for LeBron James in 90 minutes. Bruce Marshall. Bruce here.
Bruce.
What were we thinking? Bruce Marshall's been betting soccer for 60 years.
Oh, Barcelona Bruce, I know.
He's on the program today. Doug Kazarian, WNBA, and Adam Hill. He loves the U.S. men's national team and Team Mexico more than anybody I've ever met in my entire life. And he's not like me checking in every 4 years for the World Cup. He watches all these tournaments. He watches all these friendlies, all these matches. So he'll be great on betting these matches coming up that we have. Right now, we have end of regulation, Paulie, 1 apiece, Australia and Egypt. So you, I think for that prop bet, right, you need this game to go through extra time and get to PKs, yeah?
Anything crazy happens, we got a man on the scene. Jordan Scott's there with great seats. Samuel Jackson there as well. I have Egypt to qualify. I didn't think they would allow a goal. And guess what? An own goal.
Own goal.
So 1-1 was 5-1. Own goal plus 550. Draw plus 190. BTTS plus 130. And I would hope this goes to PKs. It would be great if that happens while we're live on the air. And I make that the favorite now. Before the match, I think it was 11-1, 12-1, both teams to win in extra time. And then it was 4-1 just to go to penalties.
We'll update this as well because our producer Luke has been betting this now for quite a while. He needed, once Australia fell down early in this match, what was that, 13th minute, I believe, that goal came for Egypt. Yeah. He needed Australia to come back. They almost did. They knotted it up, had a couple of chances there. He's been betting here at Circa. You know, they're available in like 6 different states. Before the game starts, just will either team come back and win?
DraftKings has it too.
Yeah.
Yep. You're up 63 units last 13 days. 63 units. And that's, imagine how many units you'd be up if it was graded for the entire match.
Well,
because Belgium, there's been comebacks that also occurred but didn't happen in regulation. I mean, forget about it.
Yeah, Portugal was the latest yesterday to do it.
That's right.
Amazing match. I don't even know how to begin ranking the best matches of the tournament.
Yep. But there's so many great tweets, and there's so much animosity and people ticked off, and that's Portugal almost fell victim of the worst rule in soccer, not having a clock, but was saved by the second worst rule, offsides in the box. What a game, though. Also, there was supposed to be 10 minutes of added time, and Croatia scored in the 102nd minute.
Can you believe that?
I know. God.
I was obsessed with that. Yeah. Just on the screen last night, as that happens, you're like, how is this a thing? How is it possible? And then hair comes into play here.
Yes. How do they have the chip in the ball that knows that it made contact? And you saw the little spike on it.
Sure.
It's nonsense, though. Come on. We got several emails yesterday. It's like, I'm out. After that finish, I'm out. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like you can't decide games this way.
And people absolutely hated that decision last night.
It took away an all-time moment. And just soccer experts and the analysts are just saying it's unacceptable what VAR is doing.
So this is before last night when the Swiss eventually defeated Algeria 2-0, and this match going on right now, 1 apiece. The first 12 World Cup knockout games, 3 were won in stoppage time, 2 were won on PKs, 2 were won in the 86th minute, and 1 was won in extra time. And that was the aforementioned Belgium match, right? That was like seconds before it was going to go to PKs, right around minute number 120. So I didn't want either one of those teams. I felt bad for Portugal I checked that out. For Croatia,
yes.
Overall, because what does that say about England? Because Croatia was not great in that match whatsoever, but after that, they got it out of their system, and they looked like they were players in this tournament, and they were right there. You could say that they were as good, if not the better team compared to Portugal yesterday.
Like they got shot up with the good stuff at halftime. I mean, that was a completely different team that we saw and how well they played. Also, 26 goals in the tournament after the 90th minute so far.
All right. Is that some sort of record?
I think it has to be.
It feels like it must be.
I know. Come on. So no lead is safe and bad beats, and there's been a ton of those, and it will not stop, which also adds to the drama and intrigue.
So here is the developing situation with the match coming up on Sunday, and I was planning on going somewhere to watch this match at 5 o'clock Pacific time. That no longer appears to be the case. It's not. I don't think it's like concrete in concrete yet.
I don't know if they can do this.
So FIFA, this was the last report that I saw. FIFA no longer confirming Mexico-England at, as this tweet says, 1900 hours or 6 o'clock mountain time, 8 to 7 o'clock mountain times in Mexico City, with reports of a switch to noon and chaos for fans who planned to think about this.
Bingo.
Because it was
Here
a
it is.
night game. People were going to fly in on Sunday.
Yes.
And you're going to be screwed now if that happens.
Yeah. And England was leaving today as well. So that would also benefit Mexico if they do this. That's why I don't think they can do it. It's because you're sticking it to the fans, which the prices are outrageous as it is. And it's like if you plan this because you knew what the schedule was.
Of course, you had it.
So you're going to change it in less than 48 hours notice and move it up that much?
Yeah, so here's the problem. The reason why they want to do this is to get ahead. There's a shot on goal just over the net. No good. The reason why they want to do this, it appears there's going to be the chance exists for a severe thunderstorm on Sunday night around the area. And if that's the case, then my guess is we're going to get tons of lightning. Well, we just saw this. If you back it up against the match with Ecuador, right? That match was delayed by a good hour because once there's lightning close to the area, that's an automatic, I think, hour delay? So if that happens and the lightning won't go away, then what are they going to do? Keep pushing it back, or do they play it the next day? Or what if they bump it up and then the showers arrive early?
Uh-huh.
It's crazy weather, man. I mean, we got a great. This is what can happen. This is I bet some home run props today at Wrigley. That game's supposed to start. This is from Bosch in Chicago.
Hey, Bosch.
For the Cubs game going on in a minute here. Like every Friday home game at Wrigley, it was 86 and humid before it rained. It stopped raining 30 minutes ago. Now it's 70, less humid, little to no wind. The weather can just flip like this. I don't know, man. I would imagine that fans are going to be just livid if that's going to be the case because they're probably frantically trying to get new travel plans together so they can make it there on Saturday night now.
I got to sneak this in. And we got bailed out because of the delay. Michael Busch, career against Palante, is 6 for 6 with 2 bombs. So you want to get on his player props. Not to mention what Swanson's doing as well.
Swanson, PCA also have good numbers here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Suzuki's a popular home run bet today as well in that game.
Yeah. You want to put together a parlay for the game coming up?
I think we do. I think we need to start building around Messi to score a goal.
Messi scores. Argentina minus a goal and a half. Under 4.5. With Ghana, Colombia under 3.5, and Colombia to qualify.
Well, that's a 5-legger right
what
there.
What do you think about that? Is that enough for you?
If we want just the action for today?
Yeah.
Okay. I can be on board for something like that. I was going to start building with like an anytime goal scorer prop. Like, did you want to use Messi in the match tonight and get Mbappe in there in his next match?
Right, got to do that.
Do you think Holland is going to score? Is that worth a leg against Brazil?
No, I think Brazil
I don't think
wins.
so either.
No.
I think it's going to be very difficult there. How about Harry Kane against Mexico on Sunday? Then?
No. I haven't conceded yet, Mitch. Can't do it. Don't like it.
Anybody? So just you want to leave it? Then you want to throw on Mbappe with Messi to win by a goal and a half, the under there, and then the Colombia bet as well. Hey, let's get nuts, man. Have some guts.
Yeah, everyone loves the under in this match, and they don't think Cape Verde is going to score. And is it going to be 2-0? Because you're looking at that total of 3 or 2.5. 2-0 only pays 4-1.
Oh.
1-0, 6-1. But also, like Meatman said, if Cape Verde concedes, they're not going to change how they're going to play.
Sure.
That they're still defensive minded. This is an unbelievable story. Remember, it's the same population as Madison, Wisconsin. Smallest population for a team ever to advance. And but all 3 matches have been draws so far.
Oh, no question.
So they're going to pack it in. But that's, Messi to score and Mbappe to score. Under 4.5. Ghana, Colombia under 3.5. Colombia to qualify.
All right.
How about that?
Monday show, today's show, this whole week has been loaded. Monday show is awesome. We're going to have Tommy Smith on, longtime soccer analyst. He was on today, VSiN by the books, and he brought up Cape Verde to the boys, said they're the story of the tournament, but it's going to end tonight.
I think, if this is Cinderella going to the ball, I think she's going to lose 2 shoes tonight, not just one. The 2 shoes will be gone because I don't think there's any chance that they're going to stay against Argentina. But then again, I said the same thing when they played Spain. And, I mean, the goalkeeper looked like he had a 6x4 sheet of plywood beside him because nothing could get past them. I mean, Spain tried everything they could possibly do and could only get a draw. But I think the dream ends tonight for Cape Verde. But it's such a great story. It has to live on. It'll live on for a long, long time. People will be talking about Cape Verde 50 years from now. Remember what they did in the World Cup when it was played in the US in 2026. But Argentina, I mean, I'm not sure what the odds are, but I'm sure there must be minus $1 million.
Yes.
Well, close enough.
Yeah.
Not quite, but yeah.
1,600 to advance.
To advance, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's right, though. It's an all-time accomplishment and a great story, what they were able to do. But it's going to end coming up.
I was looking around today, prediction markets, national books. I found this. BetMGM allows you to play the winner of the tournament along with the top goal scorer.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, absolutely.
France to win it outright. Messi Golden Boot 6-1. The most likely exacta here to meet for the championship is France versus Argentina.
What's Mbappe France?
Oh, that's plus 220 to plus 250.
He's the favorite now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But also Messi has a game in hand.
Mm.
And I would assume, what is he tonight to score? 220?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Not bad. That's a great market.
Yeah, it really is. It's a lot of fun.
Name the finalist.
All right, a lot to get into in the NBA. We'll get into this whiteboard that Rich Paul made with possible destinations for LeBron James and added there would be no board if this didn't happen.
Racetrack Television Network brings you every race, from every track, on every screen, every day. With monthly packages starting as low as $5, RTN gives you great value and access to more live HD streaming and race replays than anyone. Visit RTN.tv today to sign up and watch on almost any device, including Roku and Amazon Fire. Use promo code TRYRTN for a 5-day free trial.
This is VSiN, a network of sports betting analysts, writers, hosts, and handicappers, all here to help you become a more confident bettor. We broadcast live every day from Las Vegas, the sports betting capital of the world, and from studios across the country, giving you insight from every angle of the action. Take VSiN with you wherever you go with the VSiN Watch app, or catch us on streaming platforms and regional sports networks. You can also listen live on SiriusXM Channel 158 and on radio stations nationwide. Check out VSiN.com as well for betting tools, exclusive betting splits, AI-powered player prop projections from Opta, pro picks for every game, plus in-depth betting guides and articles built to give you an edge. From sharp betting analysis and daily best bets to insider interviews and expert breakdowns, VSiN is your trusted source for everything happening in the world of sports betting. See everything we have to offer at VSiN.com and become part of the Sports Betting Network.
Coming up on Monday's episode of Money Moves, we've got Monday Night Football as Team USA gets ready to take on Belgium. We do have Eric Winalda, former Team USA hero, is going to join us to give us a breakdown of the Americans and how they can upend the Belgians and move on to the next round. We also have a full card of Major League Baseball to discuss, and this future now that we are post the first wave of free agency in the association. Time to jump on it. We'll tell you what it is. 11 to 1 Pacific, 2 to 4 Eastern. It's Money Moves on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Busy hour here, busy show, awesome week. Luke and everybody behind the glass crushing it the entire time. Nigel Seeley in 30 minutes, his best bets for tonight, this weekend as well. Okay, so will we, when we're back on the air at 1 o'clock Pacific on Monday after the July 4th weekend, will LeBron be on a new team by then?
No.
I'm going to say no as well.
No. I understand people pissed off, too.
Oh, he's going to drag this out.
41 years old, and we're doing this again.
Yeah, evidently, everybody who's around it is saying, let this one breathe, because he's not going to rush with it. He's going to enjoy every possible minute making this decision.
Yeah, and everyone who covers the league is like, better not do it on the 4th of July and ruin my holiday weekend. But heating up here. And again, as we mentioned, a big move yesterday on the prediction markets on the Cavs.
Well, there's that. It's like funky because the prediction markets and the national books are different with like where he's going to go and the odds to like actually win the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
So this whiteboard that Rich Paul put out, there's a lot to get into with this. LeBron his name's right in the middle, and then it goes off into trees from there. And like the pros and the cons, right? And he names a bunch of rosters for other teams, including the roster currently constructed by Philadelphia, by Miami, by Minnesota. That's a team.
I say no way, but yep.
By Denver, by Cleveland. And then they have there's something about Steph to Dre up in the upper left.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Dallas thing is bizarre. Oil, golf, Macau. People are speculating, what is he going to do? Is he going to build a casino in Macau with oil money? Is that what he's going to do if he goes to Dallas?
Well, he's going where there's indoor and outdoor golf, or the best indoor and outdoor.
Oh, yeah, that's been the heavy speculation here is that he wants to go somewhere where it's just great golf. And then everybody's making a case, come here because we got the best golf in the country.
Yeah.
Okay, sure you do.
Yeah.
But this is...
that's why a lot of people are saying Golden State. But who knows with this guy?
They also added this, Rich Paul said, if the Knicks did not win the title, there would be no board. He'd be going to New York. What do you make of that?
Now, why does that have to change? We've had 8 different champions in 8 years. That's still a nice feather in your cap if they repeat.
Well, I would say because he does this, one, definitely ring chasing then. And number 2, it would not be as special.
Well, then you have to rule out the Spurs then. This is all about a championship. It's, what Durant did in Golden State was egregious, and no one gave him credit, even though he was the star and the MVP of the finals. But I don't see why that's the case, because it's so hard to repeat. And I think if he's responsible, imagine you put him in the Josh Hart spot. How good is that team? So
of course,
I don't have a problem with that.
There's also people have reached out to me saying Oklahoma City would be great, trying to make the case for them. They didn't win the title, so he could have that angle.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of smoke, evidently, around Philadelphia. And the internet detectives putting this together. He put out some videos where he was at, pretending that he was in Cleveland. And they're like, hold on a second, hear that background? You're not in Cleveland, pal. I know where that's at. You're in Philadelphia. He was at a golf course, I believe, the clubhouse at, what is it, Brookshire, right outside of Philadelphia, Brookline?
Yeah.
Brookline?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, and now people are just like, hey, Philadelphia might be the play for this guy.
Good content. It's good for a podcast with the whiteboard. It's good, interesting stuff. Why is Garland a negative? I don't because I think Paul represents him.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird. Not that he would go to the Clippers anyways, but he loves Maxey, which is the pro Philadelphia stuff. But I think it'd be hard for him to get on board with Embiid because of his injury history. And then there's not enough balls with Jaylen Brown there now, and how he's a ball stopper. Not a good fit.
I think it'd be pretty good.
I say Cleveland or Miami. What it's going to be.
I'd
be very disappointed if it's Golden State.
I like the idea of Philadelphia. I would be on board for the idea of the Knicks. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yes.
So yes. No Garland with Cleveland anymore is listed as a negative. Not the idea of him going to the Clippers, which some people brought up. Also, the assistant GM for Cleveland evidently is basically LeBron's brother. Big X factor when it comes to the Cavaliers.
All right.
Bobby Marks, he was on VSiN Primetime last night, and he was trying to make sense of the whole sweepstakes here for LeBron James.
Yeah, it's interesting, Mark. It's different than what we've gone through before in LeBron's free agency, whether it be 2010 or 2010, and then again in I guess what was that, 14 and then I think 18. This year it's basically, everyone's on an equal playing field financially, at least, because as you said, it's not about teams creating cap space to go out and sign him. I think winning is certainly a priority for him. I don't know if that's the only thing. I think certainly what type of people players are in that locker room. I think the ability to, from a chemistry standpoint here, I think all these teams offer something compelling, right? I mean, I think certainly whether it be Philadelphia with Maxey and Embiid and Edgecombe and Brown, or Golden State with Curry, Giannis, of course, Miami, going back to Cleveland with kind of a little bit of a ready-made roster. And you mentioned New York, the champs and everything. So he's got to figure out as far as what the next step is going to be. People ask me, is it better to go East, is the West? It's a hard answer, because in the West, you've got the two teams, San Antonio, OKC. But in the East is a lot better conference overall, from top to bottom and everything. And the world champs are standing right there.
I agree with that. That's excellent. Great to have him on the network as well.
Oh, no question.
I also don't think it. I think the high basketball all IQ. I think he'd have a difficult time playing with Harden, though. That's the other thing.
I don't.
Really?
No. I'm saying I don't think it would go well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also, I want to compete for a championship, and that guy who performs worse in big games than that guy.
There is nobody, right?
He disappears. Yes.
Cleveland is up to 50% at Kelce right now.
Oh, boy.
And there's no other team that's really even close.
Yeah.
Golden State, 16%. Philadelphia, 12%. They were 19%, I think, earlier today, by the way, when I checked. Denver's at 3%. Are they completely out of it? We have Chad Andrus from Denver Radio coming up in about an hour.
Chad's got a great theory on what could happen with the Lakers. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. They traded Ayton to the Wizards. Yikes. That's
What did they get in return? I didn't see
not much.
Really?
Hardy and a pick, I think it was.
Oh man,
I think it frees up $8 million. That guy was a number 1 overall pick. You gave him away for nothing. I mean, I know he's mercurial and moody, but the guy can produce. Probably Luka wasn't on board as well. The other great stuff too is more GMs coming out and saying what their stance was on Jaylen Brown, and it was excellent that Tim McMahon from ESPN essentially said, "Here's what they say: bad contract, wants an extension, ball stopper, not a top 10 player like most people think, top 25 player, but $60 million a year, no way, can't trade for him. $40 million a year, yes, more teams would have been involved. Also, Brad Stevens blew it because he didn't negotiate, and this had to be done apparently quick for whatever reason. And a couple GMs reached out and said, we would have improved our offer, but I was just trying to see how low we could go. And they couldn't believe he went for George and picks.
Oh, nobody can believe that.
Yeah, but it makes sense now about what they thought of this with, look at the last 3 games of the Phillies series. I believe they were outscored by 67 points when he was on the floor. He makes $60 million. They don't think he's a top 10 player, and he wants an extension. The other thing, too, was about, can we kiss and make up? Apparently, he goes, yeah, give me 2 for $140 on top of what I have. Sure. You can't pay 2 guys $600 million.
Well, and I think evidently he also soured on the whole thing. He was okay. Like, evidently, the way he was talking was accepting the idea of getting traded for Giannis. Like, smartest guy in the room, right?
Uh-huh.
He even recognized, like, yeah, I'd probably make that trade as well. Like, Giannis is better than me. Trying to put, connect the dots here. And then after that, it's just like, why, this is completely forced. Like, can we have a conversation about this? Why,
absolutely.
We didn't have to do this.
Right. That's
and
where
they
comes,
did it anyway.
Yes. That's where the quote about under duress or like the mandate, it was from above. Get this done as soon as possible.
Well, he's also, he had a big edge. He played with one last year, and that's why, he mentioned this like it was his favorite season ever because it was his best individual year despite winning the Eastern Conference Finals MVP and the Finals MVP a couple years ago when they won the title. And when he brought up how Boston crushed the process in Philadelphia for years, and he goes, now, use some curse words. He's like, now the process is back.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see what the player props are going to be like in his revenge games against Boston this year.
Yeah. That's got to be a Christmas game, and that's got to be a game right
out of the gates.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent.
What was the idea? Do you want to give that idea away that Chad has?
Watson to the Lakers with another piece for Connect and maybe Bronny James? Because the first Instagram post of the summer from Watson was summer of separation, and he was at the Lakers training facility. And everyone in Denver assumed all year he was going to wind up a Laker.
Right.
And he's with Clutch. So that also changed things from a Laker and Pelinka perspective if they're able to land this guy, what that looks like.
Okay.
And that's a big blow to Denver. He also threw in maybe they could get Valanciunas as well to back up Walker Kessler.
Okay, so would that be a move to lure LeBron then? So he could truly finish his career playing with Bronny along with Joker?
Oh, boy.
Denver is 3% to get him.
I would not do that.
Win, lose up next. Again, you're closing in on 70 units over the past 2 weeks by making the same exact bet in every match. Paulie, details next.
The biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
They're still talking about it.
I think it's time to put the rumors to rest.
Showtime.
$30 million.
$30 million?
$30 million? $30 million?
That's $30 million guaranteed. 3 contests, multiple ways to win, no rate. Entry starting at $1,000. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
Elevate your sports betting game with VSiN's exclusive betting splits. Stay ahead with real-time market trends and track bet percentages on any matchup. Then uncover the edge by comparing them to the amount of bets placed to find out where the sharp money is headed. Upgrade to VSiN Pro to access betting splits, live odds, line moves, power ratings, and in-depth game analysis. Go to vsin.com/pro to join VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network. Win Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night? Wow, winning. Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser! Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
Can't believe they pay us this well to do this. This is awesome. 6 minutes away from penalties. Teams winning after trailing the last 13 days. Let's update it. You're up 63 units. Just incredible. And a good find by Luke 2 weeks ago. Egypt, Australia, 1-1, 5-1. Own goal plus 550. I believe the 14th of the World Cup. Draw plus 190.
14th?
I believe so, yes. BTTS plus 130. Portugal, Croatia. Come from behind to win 11-1. 2-1 exact score, 8-1. Adam Meat Man, the Butcher. 0-0 halftime, plus 230.
That was a great call. Mike Palm called 2-1.
Yep. BTTS minus 105. The score on a penalty, Portugal 6-1. Ronaldo right down the middle. That's how you do it, my friend.
I love that approach.
That's how you got to do it. I would kick it right down the middle every time. Spain, Austria 3-0, plus 750. Spain to win to 0, even money. Loved the Swiss last night. They delivered. Goal in the first 10, plus 455. 2-0 exact score, 10-1. First knockout round win since 1938.
I got taken out in that game. I had the over 2.5.
Oh, 2-2. Was it 2-0 with a lot of time?
46 minutes. And they got one in the first 10. And I also had BTTS. Couldn't get one from Algeria.
Bruce Marshall, big on Switzerland. Thinks they can make a deep run.
Okay. Wow, okay.
CFL, all tickets cash the same. 13-2 overrun to start the CFL season.
I wish I would have known that when it was about 4 or 5 games in.
And don't forget about golf. First round leader, Lucas Glover and Blair. Dead heat, but 115-1, both of them.
Oh, man. And
Ozzie had Glover.
Come on.
Can you believe it? Picks up like 40,000. This guy's incredible.
On 40,000 on the first round leader.
Yeah, he fit by like 400 on it. Yeah, he had Lucas Glover.
And he's got a 3-stroke lead. You know, I think he texted me and I forgot to even look at it. Oh, God.
He likes to bet the guys that go early. That's his strategy. TMI Ozzie. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com. Our radio and podcast friends. You always want to see these tweets and videos. At Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in. We'll put you on. How good is this? Is this something? A therapy dog for the patients at the hospital.
Oh, this is out here in Henderson?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Rub his belly. Comes right up to you on your bed. Give me a little, I'm here for you, pal.
He knows his role, huh?
That's excellent. Therapy dog at the hospital. Good for you, my friend, and good for the hospital. Lose some. Thanks for the emails and tweets. France has as many wins at MetLife as the Jets did last year. God. In a bad beat, Croatia, Portugal draw, plus 260. Stay out of the way. Let them play. VAR got involved again. It would have been an all-time classic. Sports calendar never stops. Sharp Plays covers it all. Jeff and the crew are excellent and been with us since day one. Support them. They support us. AI plays up 30 units. The daily Mr. Poison tweets. Connected, respected, watched, and feared. Get the Telegram plays as well. Start winning with them. Sharpplays.com. Perfect time to jump in with the World Cup. Sharpplays.com.
Okay, I thought about like your little your nitpick job yesterday at the end of the show.
Oh, I hate country roads. Another rallying cry song.
You cannot understand why that's the anthem of this U.S. men's national team.
Yeah.
And I said, well, look, don't be fun poison, enjoy the moment. But I could also understand, like, it's not the right song, right? It just isn't for this moment.
Yeah.
So I thought about this a lot.
Okay.
And I want to throw a bunch of other songs at you. And we want some reaction as well. What song would actually be better? There are plenty of songs that would be better.
Yeah.
FTM at VSiN.com is the email. On X at VSiN Live, at Mitch Moss Radio, at Paulie Howard. Do you have any other? You had also had Whitesnake. I'm like, Paul, Whitesnake's not going to happen.
Here I go again.
Well, that also mean, like, what does that mean? Because they've never been good. Here I go again would mean that they're crap.
Well, we're winning. Staying alive?
Okay.
I can come around to Don't Stop Believing, I guess.
You can.
I guess.
You're going to put your hatred for Journey aside?
Yeah.
I like Staying Alive. That's a
Staying Alive.
It's a funky song, easy to dance to.
You're right.
Okay, now you're going to give me the Matumbo finger on
what do you have
on a bunch of these? Okay. Well, first of all, Prince 1999.
All right.
Everybody wants to celebrate. It's a great feel-good song.
Mm-hmm.
Who hates Prince? Nobody.
Right. Excellent.
Okay. How about The Cars? Good Times Roll.
I like it.
Let the good
They are an underrated band.
Yeah, they're very good.
Their greatest hits. They had so many hits. They have a great catalog. And
yeah, they really do.
Hits.
And so I think playing
Let
that
the Good Times Roll.
Oh, that would be.
I like that.
That would be a phenomenal anthem for this team.
I like that.
Okay, maybe I should stop right there.
Well, keep going.
Okay,
but that's the best one yet.
James Brown, Living in America. I mean, Rocky IV,
yeah,
the Cold War.
Great, yeah.
Ivan Drago, I Must Break You.
Yeah. If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Cold-blooded.
Playing that song, that would be a good one.
Living in America. That's not bad.
And then another one that works for almost any occasion. Tom Petty, Won't Back Down. It's only 3 minutes.
Running Down a Dream's better.
All right.
Cars.
Go Cars.
We have it. Cars.
Let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll.
All right, your thoughts, fteam@vsin.com.
Good job.
It's a really good song.
Good job.
Yeah.
We can't go country road. Come on.
No, that's...
It's like, Sweet Caroline and some of this crap. Come on.
I
can do better than that.
I told this to Adam Hill when he comes on later on.
Uh-huh.
You're going to love his reaction to this.
Okay.
When I said, let's discuss songs that would be better than country roads, and his reaction overall.
Good.
All right, so this is now...
We're 1 minute away from PKs.
Okay, and that would be the third match in the World Cup?
The shootouts, yes.
Okay. And
yes.
You have over 4.5. I know Felique has over 4.5 as well.
It's a fun bet. Could get there already. Where are you at? Is the Jaylen Brown stuff making sense now? About why this was the return? And why...
There's a lot of negativity.
Yes.
How about the Blazers? We never got serious about him. We view him as a negative player. I think it's the pendulum here has swung a little bit too much that way, I think.
Yeah.
I heard JVT, by the way, bring this up, and he's like, then you went and traded for Ja Morant?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Good point.
I do think that Philadelphia is they could be a force next year. They could be really good.
The East is intriguing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But this was also excellent. Bobby Marks was on again with Dustin on VSiN Primetime, and he started all this, too, about, who's your source? Jaylen Brown coming back at him. One GM told me he'd be the 7th best player on our team. He reacts to the trade.
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised as far as what came back. I mean, certainly you can debate over the Paul George contract, of course, coming back. I thought that, listen, the asking price was high in the beginning, and I think a lot of teams kind of, went away from that and kind of went about and did their own business and didn't go back and see if they can counter or not. And, Philly made an offer, and, Boston elected to go that direction there. I think certainly you're swapping out a 29-year-old for a 36-year-old who has played, I think, 78 games in the last 2 years. I think that's probably the sense of, I guess, frustration or disappointment if you're a Celtic fan. But it wasn't, listen, Jalen Brown's a heck of a player and stuff like that. But I think when you take into account the contract and, I guess, fit, as I say, trades are based on circumstances. There's a reason why Utah got a certain amount of picks for Walker Kessler and Boston got a certain amount of picks for Jaylen Brown.
Yes. Great answer. But this, oh, man, he nailed at the end. 36-year-old for a 29-year-old.
Sure.
But everyone knew they were desperate. And then the asking price got so low, and it's just, I don't understand why they weren't willing to, there was no need to rush this because teams would have upped their offer.
No, I firmly believe.
What multiple GMs said. I was going low, like, can he be had for this? But I would have upped my offer,
right.
But there was,
Don't you think teams that are, like, kind of close, if they could have it back and one more conversation with Boston, and like teams like Charlotte, or how about Atlanta, where he is from?
Yep.
Don't like if.
Oh, you have to be kicking yourself now.
Oh, if Brad Stevens was on the phone to them saying, "Here's what the offer is from Philadelphia," they're like, oh, "Hold on a second here. Wait, what? Let me do the math on that." No, we can make a better offer than that. That's all it's going to take. Give me 5 minutes. We'll get back to you on this.
Yes.
Completely rushed here.
Yeah, and you did it to a team in your division, your rival, and they took you out in 7.
I don't know what the direction Boston's going, man. Again, there's the second shot on the board to win the East.
Oh, they're already getting crazy there too. And yeah, that's asinine. But they're already losing their minds about, okay, well, how long till Tatum wants out? What if we're a play-in team?
Sure.
What if Tatum asks out? We're really stuck.
Yeah, look how much power these superstars. Here's one other thing, too. They have to be very careful, obviously, signing people to these max contracts now. And I know the CBA has changed a little bit. Look at the reaction for a guy who won the NBA Finals MVP in his best individual year ever. Teams are like, too much money, don't want to do it.
Yes.
You can't sign these guys who are not the best of the best to these max contracts.
Well, you said it the day one it happened. You said that contract's outrageous.
And then he played his ass off, but still, it came back to bite him in the end. Yeah.
You can't give up that much because he makes $60 million. Yeah.
Nigel Seeley on the program next. His betting advice for the 2 games on tap tonight and how he's playing England-Mexico on Sunday coming up on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
You make me go loco, baby, yeah, that shit makes me crazy, yeah, that shit makes me crazy. You make me go loco, loco. You make me go loco, baby, yeah, that shit makes me crazy, yeah, that shit makes me crazy, yeah, that shit makes me. You make me go loco, baby, yeah, that shit makes me crazy, yeah, that shit makes me crazy. You make me go loco, loco. You make me go loco, baby, yeah, that shit makes me.
The party never stops at Stadium Swim.
You make me go loco, loco.
Check out Stormy and JVT on Money Moves, only on VSiN.
They are last in the division last year, and they were still 9-8, which was better than the winner of the NFC South a season ago.
My eyes have not come across English words that have said that J.J. McCarthy is killing it.
They'll take you on a fun, fast-paced journey, weaving in everything you need to know to make an educated bet, while also not shying away from the excitement of a same-game parlay sweat. Money Moves, weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
We have made it to PKs, Australia and Egypt, and the Aussies completely whiffed on their first attempt. I mean, that missed 10 feet high.
Fourth row.
God. We go out to the Progressive Guest Line. Nigel Seeley joins the program now. Betting Weekly Studios, Because We Win podcast. This is all happening in real time right now. Is there a bet to be made, you think, between these two?
Well, I mean, the Aussie goalkeeper, they've substituted him in the last kick of the game. He's very, very good at penalties, and he's just come on and just seen his teammate kick over the bar. But this is a really, really good time to come on because about 18 months ago, Paulie told me how easy it was to take a penalty. It's so easy, very no pressure whatsoever. Matt Humans told me that he would eat. I mean, he could eat 6 hamburgers and score 5 penalties against me. He told me.
Yep.
Now we're seeing like world athletes who, in the biggest stage, with the pressure on themselves, find it very, very difficult. But this is a very, very interesting time. He said he's got 5 out of 5. Never happened. Never heard anything. But there we go. This is interesting. Yep. I don't think this. I mean, to be fair, you always want to. You have to get off to a good start on penalties. So he's got off to a good start. He's missed it. Egypt has scored 1-0 Egypt. So you know, there's going to be a few misses here because nerves are going to play a part.
Oh, absolutely. You nailed it. And I'm stunned with how bad these guys have been, especially what happened to Germany. And I'm disappointed in Derek Stevens and everyone that we haven't been able to do this yet at the pool.
But it's so easy.
Well, no, just to set it up, I'm saying. Oh, yeah, right. To set it up.
It's so easy. I don't think you realise it's so easy to take a penalty. I don't think you realise it's how easy it is.
Okay. I think I disagree with you.
I don't think you realise how easy
that was.
Let's see if Team USA get into a penalty shootout with all their expectation of the home nation against Belgium, you think all 5 are going to score?
Oh, God, no, absolutely not.
Three out of 5 are going to score.
Nigel, I'm with you. I don't think it is. By the way, I would do Ronaldo. I'd go right down the middle.
Yeah.
Well, all this wallying about where you're doing your flapping and you don't know what you're doing and you stop, you start, but that's not traditional. You got to just run up and welly it. You got to hit it.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. But what you got to put the power. I suppose that's what it is, power. But when you hit power on the football, you lose control of where you're going to put it. So you put the power in. You can go over the bar. You can go left to the right. So what these people do is try to place it rather than place any power. But then they can place it, be too nonchalant, and put it to the left or the right hand side of the goal.
Mm-hmm. Well said. You guys
2-1 anyway. Looking good, Egypt.
Egypt, all right. You guys are doing an excellent job, Bet Rivers and Betting Weekly Studios, Because We Win. Your reaction in real time with Meat Man when they put up the England-Mexico line, you guys were stunned. And you guys you're not homers. You call it down the middle. You call it straight. What do you think? Take me what you guys are thinking Sunday and the possibility that the match could be moved up and it could kill some of the fans as well with the travel.
Well, I mean, that's the most important thing. I mean, I've just been out there to the States. I'm coming back. Hopefully, I'm going to the quarterfinals in Miami if England win this match. I'm not, see what happens. But I think if I was an England travelling fan going to Mexico, thinking the kickoff's going to be 7 o'clock local time and my flight gets me in at 12 o'clock, thinking I've got 7 hours for kickoff, and now they're telling me that the game's going to be 12 o'clock and I've spent $20,000. I don't think I'll be very happy. Let's put it that way. I don't think I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really, really, I mean, you've got to put the safety of the fans first, but I don't think they put any thought into the process of the travelling fans of England who are coming across the States from Atlanta and other parts of America where they're going into that match. People from Heathrow, there's a whole host of people coming in which they don't arrive till match day. So that would be a worry for me. From a betting perspective, I don't think it really makes much of a difference because 12 o'clock local time in Mexico City, you would think it was going to be hot, humid, and very, very much in the favour of Mexico. But the weather conditions at the weekend aren't as hot as we would led to believe. They're sort of like mid-60s to high 60s. It's not hot at all. So I don't think that makes much of a difference. But obviously the altitude is the big problem, and everyone knows what it's like playing at altitude in any different sport. If you play tennis, the ball travels quicker. You've got to adjust to passing the ball. Mm-hmm. I spoke to an England football player who played at altitude many years ago, and he said it wasn't the fact that he couldn't deal with the breathing and the oxygen. It was the fact that when he placed a pass, like across from a corner, it travelled a lot further than he expected to do, and you can't adjust to that in 48 hours.
Yeah.
So I think that's the problem that England have here. From a positive for England, I think that if this match was played at Wembley Stadium or this was played on a neutral pitch anywhere else in the world away from Mexico City, England would probably be around about minus 130 to win this match on the money line. They're plus 120 now on the money line, or plus 140 now on the money line. But the problem we have, and the problem bettors have, is that England have stunk the place out. apart from one half against Croatia, they've been absolutely woeful. They were terrible against Croatia in the first match. They were awful against Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
They were terrible in the first half against Panama, and the first 70 minutes against the other night against DR Congo, they were dreadful. It should have been 2-0 down. And it's whether you think they can suddenly become a team that can win a tournament and turn in a great performance on what you've seen in 4 games so far. And on that evidence, I don't think they can. For me personally, I've said to you before, whenever England play, I find it very, very difficult to have a wager. I can't bet them to win and I can't bet them to lose because I think there's too much emotion riding on it. But not only is emotion riding on it, there's about a $5,000 trip to go to Miami riding on this one. So I've got a lot of sweat to go on. So I've got tickets for the match, which is about $1,200. I've got an Airbnb that's costing me about $1,100. I've got a flight from Heathrow, and all that is going to go down the drain if England don't win. So I'm going to have a bet on Mexico to qualify, to hedge some of that position. And it'd be one of the worst bets I ever want to collect. So I want to go to Miami. I want to see some friends. I want to go and watch England progress in the World Cup. So I will be betting Mexico. I mean, not necessarily because I think they're any value, but I have to, because otherwise the dream holiday, the dream trip has gone completely wasted.
Mexico is yet to concede. How confident are you that Harry Kane gets one in?
Well, they haven't played anyone like Harry Kane, have they? Let's be fair. I mean, Mexico haven't conceded. They haven't played of anyone of great note. But that's fair to say England haven't played anyone of great note. I mean, Harry Kane is a. There is world-class football players, soccer players. Argentina have one. Norway have one. Brazil have one. Spain have a few. France have a few. And we have one. We have 2. We have Bellingham. And when you've got a world-class player, they can do things out of nowhere. And Harry Kane rescued his country, rescued his nation with those 2 goals. And we will be relying on him to do it again. You've got to remember England are strong from set pieces. And Mexico, they're going to have the home crowd. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's one of the most difficult matches you can possibly have in world football, as the record that Mexico have shows. But if England can play to their potential, they should win this match. But there is so many barriers to them. And it's going to be intriguing. Very, very intriguing. And then on the back of that, if they win it, they've got to go and play Brazil in Miami in 35 degrees heat, like 100 degrees. I mean, it's a tough route. But if you want to win the World Cup, you've got to do it tough.
No doubt. Mm-hmm. Nigel Seeley, our guest. Egypt just won in PKs, by the way. 4-2 they won.
Yep.
As the Aussies missed 2 of them. Best bet today for Colombia and Ghana. That's a little bit later on tonight. What do you got?
I like Colombia -1. Money's been bet. I put it up on the column, which is doing quite well, actually. The VSiN column, we're having a few winners. We had a bad start, but we've done all right in the last few weeks. It's up on the website, and it's up on my Twitter feed. I bet them, but it's -141 now, Colombia -1. They're up against a Ghana side that just defend. You saw that performance against England. They went there for a 0-0 draw. If they did this against Colombia have too much quality to beat them fairly easy. I think Colombia are very, very. They're a sleeper in this tournament. They're a team that I think might surprise. I think they could give Argentina a real good run for their money if they meet in the quarterfinals here. I like Colombia to win to 0 as well, +104. They're -230 on the money line. I don't think Ghana offer anything. My bet on the column is Colombia -1, -141, which means it's a push. If they win by exactly 1, they need to win by more than 1. I think they will do that. I also like them to win to 0. I think Ghana are a very poor side. Looking at the stats, 8 of the last 10 matches Colombia played internationally, they've scored 2 or more goals. And in 6 of their last 7, they've been leading at half-time and full-time. I expect them to win in the heat. It's going to be very hot today. I think Colombia will suit by the conditions, and they'll beat Ghana fairly comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cape Verde doesn't score, right? Argentina to 0?
Well, I mean, the Argentina to wheels -205. The handicap is -225, so it's 2.25 goals. The problem we've got here is that if Argentina are 1 or 2-0 up at half-time, they're going to take everyone off. Messi won't play the second half. Okay. I think, they'll know they're 2. They'll take their foot off the gas. So that's the worry with the handicap here. Messi to score is -250, but Messi to score 2 or more is +220. I think the best bet is Messi to score. We'd be the top goal scorer in the tournament, +175. He's in for the 1.5 goals today. He's just going to play this Egypt side who's played 120 minutes, who scored there against them as well. I think if you're going to think Messi's going to have a good night, don't worry about today. Look at them to win the top goal scorer of the tournament, +175. Second favourite behind Mbappe. But half-time, full-time, Argentina will be winning at half-time and full-time -$2. Win to 0, -205. I think there's goals. Cape Verde, last 6 matches, no goals in the second half for them. I think Messi will have it all wrapped up by half-time. 2 or 3-0, Argentina.
Very good. You can get all of Nigel's write-ups for his best bets, VSiN.com. Also killing it with the Betting Weekly Studios Because We Win podcast. Another one that we're up against it here, but I agree with you. Morocco is simply better than Canada, and they're going to win that match.
Yeah, they'll win that match. I think Canada have been very fortunate to get here. I think they're probably, them and Paraguay, the worst two teams in the tournament, and Morocco are another one that could cause problems for France if we get that quarterfinal tie. But anyway, big weekend. The quarterfinals coming up. Last 16 is where the tournament really gets going. It's a big game. Spain against Portugal. Big matches as well.
All right, mate.
So enjoy it. And obviously the big one, USA against Belgium.
Yep. Love talking to you. Crush it this weekend, okay? Thanks,
Take
Nigel.
care, boys.
Thank you.
You good. There you go. Join us on the Progressive Guest Line. Starting the hour, door 1, door 2. Coming up next, we'll compare similar numbers in various markets to extract a bet here